Well, hi guys, welcome back to Fallout 4 with the Sim Settlements 2 Chapter 2. So, there was a few bugs, well, a lot of bugs and glitches in the first set. Obviously, there was a few episodes where like Jake wouldn't spawn where it was supposed to spawn, like down in the well with the power generator. There was a lot of bugs where they wouldn't move, and I had to move them around, and it was just painful. But all of that's been fixed. So I've skipped also, if you remember at the start, the mission wouldn't trigger on our main save, but it does work now. They fixed it, which is awesome. So we're back on our main save now. So we've got, if you remember, we've got a big massive settlement build type thingy in Concord. Luckily it doesn't affect this where the placements are in the chapter 2, because obviously Jake builds up a perimeter around it, so it doesn't affect it. So that's fine, and we've obviously got protection points scattered around the map, so if we're wandering about, we won't get attacked, which is awesome. So I skipped forward to the HQ missions where we pretty much left off. Obviously, because it's a different save, the HQ is going to look a bit different from where we last saw it inside. So we've only just built the living quarters and stuff. Yeah, I think you're glitching out there, buddy. But I've put a few like defensive turrets around, since they don't do it. And yeah, it's pretty sweet. So also, I done this off camera. It took about 2 hours, but I done it. If we go here, I connected everywhere. Well, most of them. Obviously, we don't have absolutely every settlement. We've not got Oberland Station. Maybe a few others. I don't know how many. I can't remember how many settlements there are, but I've connected most of them. For some reason, it wouldn't let me connect the castle. So yeah, the castle's the only one that's not connected, but I'll do that at some point. So we just need to enter the HQ and see what we need to do. So enjoy the rest of Sim Settlements 2 with Chapter 2. Hopefully we don't have any issues. I'm going to do another quick save soon because it tends to crash. It's only crashed once, to be honest, but it's a bit annoying when you need to go back all the way through it again. So enjoy.
Yeah? What do you want? Hey there.
patrolling.
I am pleased to announce that Vault 88 is accepting candidates to live in style underground.
It's weird, it's not considering her as actually being here, which is interesting. So I'm going to try something here. See if we can skip this one. Tells. See if that doesn't. Yeah. Logistics department couldn't set up. Or power transfer. HQ access to surplus resources of that settlement. It's in charge of maintaining the morale of the staff, for training, policies and procedures that govern how it should run. The admin department uses its staff combined charisma. Projects. Okay, yes. To complete, yes. Okay. Supply agreement with Sanctuary. To set up additional living quarters. Assign Teresa to admin. Admin, manage. Oh, now you're talking. See, Teresa's not showing up, even though she's downstairs.
Hey there. See you later.
So that's it didn't trigger it, but it seems to have worked fine, which is okay. So we need to go and speak to Mansfield, who's. Can I actually try the radio? Not that. How do you speak to him? So I can totally try it. Comrie. We'll go and speak to Jake. Hi, Mala. Oh, he's supposed to be in here. Oh, there he is. Come on, Jake. No, it doesn't seem to have affected anything. But we'll keep an eye on it, see if it bugs out again.
Hey.
That's
Hey, I want to talk. Just not here. Meet me in the common room.
Hey, Jake.
Thanks for coming here to talk. I didn't want to seem unprofessional in front of the others, but... wow, we really are doing this. We got a real headquarters. People who know what they're doing. We're on the verge of becoming a true power in the Commonwealth. And the cherry on the cake is that you're the one leading it all.
I'm excited to see what we can do.
You're not the only one. Feels like I'm one big step closer to finally finding my kid.
Anything you want to talk about?
I touched on this earlier before, about my daughter Laura. She's been the driving force behind all of this. You know, ASAMs, settlements, and now setting up our own headquarters. Back then, I wasn't quite ready to explain what I meant by that, but I think I am now. That is, if you don't mind hearing all about my personal struggles, of course.
All right, let's hear it. What's on your mind?
Well, it all goes back to before Laura was born. Before I'd even met her mother, Caitlin. You see, my hometown, Sanford, it was a bustling trade hub. Whole place was built around a huge purification plant. Pre-war, but still working. The plant was run by my father. It was the pride and joy of the whole town. Supplied clean drinking water to thousands, and made Sanford a wealthy settlement.
Sounds like a pretty secure operation.
Oh, it was. For a while there, it appeared Sanford would become one of the big players in the region. But nothing good lasts forever. One day there was an accident at the plant. One of its fusion generators began to overload. If left alone, it would have set off a chain reaction, caused an explosion that would have taken out the whole town and a good chunk of the surrounding area. My dad, he stopped that from happening. He pulled the fusion core, but it cost him his life, and severely damaged the plant in the process.
I'm sorry about your dad.
Thanks. But that was a long time ago. I've made peace with his loss, and I'm proud that he died a hero. Anyway, after the accident, the plant shut down for good. I simply didn't have the caps to repair it, and no one in town was willing to foot the bill. So I sold what was left of the plant and settled down. It was around that time I met Caitlin, and not long after, we had Laura. After losing my dad, the plant, I was in a dark place. But Laura, she changed all that. She gave my life true meaning again. Without water to export, Sanford began to crumble around us. But I didn't give a damn. I had my daughter, and enough caps to keep her safe and well fed. That's all that mattered to me.
Understandable.
I thought so too. If the town wouldn't even help me fix the purifier that made them what they were, why should I care what happens to them? But Caitlin, she didn't see it that way. She said the town was dying, and in time, it would drag everyone down with it, including us. For years, she told me I should buy the plant back, try and repair it, that if I didn't, I'd be selling Laura's future short. Eventually, I told her to just drop it, that repairing the plant would be impossible. Caitlin didn't like that answer. We separated a few weeks later. That didn't stop her from bugging me, though. Now, whenever I saw her, she'd say, "You can stay here in Sanford, but pay for me and Laura to go someplace better." I'd ask where in the waste she'd even go. The response was always the same. The best settlement I could find. That Laura deserved no less.
It sounds like he was trying to motivate you.
Maybe. In the end, I think she just got tired of me always blowing her off. She decided to find a better settlement for our daughter with or without my blessing. That's when Caitlin left Sanford, taking Laura with her. As soon as I found out, I chased after them. It took months, but I tracked them to the Commonwealth. Didn't take long for me to find a lead to their whereabouts. Turns out they stayed in Diamond City for a while, in the Dugout Inn. But by the time I arrived, they already moved on. Apparently, even the Great Green Jewel didn't meet Caitlin's standards. After that, that trail went cold. I couldn't get no trace of where they'd gone. But I know they're still out there. They have to be.
That must have been hard on you.
I figured, since I couldn't find Laura, then I'd help establish the best damn settlements the Commonwealth has ever seen. I'd create the perfect settlement that Caitlin was looking for. And by doing so, I'd make her bring Laura to me. That's how I ended up discovering ASAMs, and why I started giving them out to people. And then I met you, and well, you know the rest. So, now you know why I've been doing all this. Why it's so important to me. And why I'm so thankful for everything you've done, and continue to do.
That's quite a plan.
You could say that again. It has a slim chance of working, I know. But it's the best plan I got. Anyway, now that we have the Comm Array and the HQ, we truly have the means to create some of the greatest settlements in the Commonwealth. It's still going to take some work, mind you. We'll really need to push the HQ to its full potential. However, I've got a number of upgrades and improvements in mind that I think will do the trick.
All right, let's hear it. What's on your mind?
For starters, the HQ's power generators. They're a little temperamental. We can improve that. Also, we should get all the terminals here networked again. That would definitely help our productivity. I'll do everything I can to make all this work, but I can't do it alone. I'm going to need your help, and the help of everyone in HQ as well.
We'll take care of the Commonwealth together.
Thank you. I really mean that. Oh, before I forget, I set aside a little place for you here. A home away from home, as it were. You should go check it out. Here's the key to unlock the door.
Thank you. I'm sure that'll come in handy.
You're welcome. It really is the least I could do for you, but I hope you like it. All right, we both got a lot of work to do, so let's get to it. Let's rebuild the Commonwealth.
The Commonwealth seems a lot brighter these days.
Antisocial behavior will not be tolerated.
I don't know how they keep finding their way in there. this is a sensitive question, but how often do people bathe on the surface? Weekly, monthly, annually? Oh, it's you. I'm glad you're here. We've a situation developing, one you should really be made aware of. We've had somewhat of an outbreak, an illness that's been going around the HQ's personnel. It's not too serious, no one's died. Yet. But it has incapacitated at least a quarter of our staff. Not to mention the stress it's put on the HQ's plumbing.
Maybe you should find a doctor.
Yes, that would be the apt response. However, as there is no one here with the necessary expertise, we shall have to do some outside hiring. Preferably an individual with pharmaceutical training. Or, barring that, an individual at least capable of spelling pharmaceutical.
Any idea where I can find someone?
I'd suggest you inquire with a group calling themselves the Nightingales. They're a humanitarian group offering medical assistance and supplies to those in need. The few I've interacted with appeared quite amicable. I believe there's a chance one of their members might consider joining us if we ask nicely. Last I heard, the Nightingales had set up just outside Diamond City, so I'd start your search there. I suppose I should say, good luck? I hope it goes well. Bye now.
It's the last time I asked Hubert for directions.
Currently en route to location.
lobby.
Based on rumor, Vault 68 became a hub of crazed kidnappers and slavers that raided passing caravans for fresh blood to add to their genetic pool. This was despite the fact that many willing volunteers showed up for a chance to live in an otherwise fully functioning vault. Please take these legends with a grain of salt and common sense.
Could you perhaps ask Miss Telefuente to stop asking how I'm doing? I know she means well, but it's starting to give me a complex. Staff from other departments tend to look down their noses at facilities. Until the toilet backs up, then it's all smiles and compliments.
regarding bathroom amenities. Until the facilities department can get some of them repaired, please continue to use the improvised alternatives.
Yeah, as you can see, for some reason it's not doing anything here. So I'm actually going to end the episode here. Hopefully something will trigger. Or I'll advance time a bit, maybe that'll help push things along, but yes, it's not doing anything right now. So I will catch you next time, where hopefully something will happen. Until then, take care, goodbye for now.